Hi, this is Tyreen Martinson, and I have thought about creating a vlog or a podcast for probably about 4 years, but I keep stopping myself because I doubt myself, I fear I don't have all the right equipment. And today, this morning, after having a short conversation with another vlogger, I decided I was just going to start it. Now, that is not the advice she gave me, to be honest, and so I'm not going to call her out because I don't want anyone to think that this video production is on her. It's not. So you might even be able to hear my cat in the background. We'll see as I go along just how good I can make this, but I intend to hold myself accountable to producing one short video a week, and to do that for 52 weeks, and hopefully during that time improve the video quality and my production quality of what I do. So, however, I had to make myself start. And so that's what this is. This is my I am making myself start video. It may not look like it. It may not look like I've brainstormed massive lists about what I could talk about or what I should do. It doesn't look like that at all. I know. It just looks like I've just randomly jumped in. And the interesting thing about that is I've had friends think that for years. They're like, "Oh, you are so like off the cuff. You just jump into things. You just do things." I'm like, no, that's not true. I think about things for a really long time. I realize how afraid I am of them, and then decide at some point just to do them anyway. So it looks like I'm completely clueless and that I don't know what I'm doing, but I've actually thought about it. So again, I will improve the quality of these videos over time. I don't know if having the lamp reflection in the window behind me is a good idea. It's probably bad. It looks right now like I have like a little halo. I don't have a halo. Okay. I do not have a halo of any kind. I love God, and that's probably going to come up in some of my videos, whether I intend it to or not. So just to be aware of that, I am a Christian writer, and I will be talking about my writing life. I will be talking about books that I love, and I may eventually, I'm thinking like more towards midway through my 52-week experiment, have guests on here to interview, because I would really like to do that. I would like to highlight other authors because I love to read. It is one of my refuges. That came out really wrong. I can't even say the word refuge. Anyway, one of my places where I find strength and hope and inspiration is in fiction books, as well as nonfiction books and poetry. So I would like to highlight authors, and I would like to discuss what it means to me to write, what a privilege it is, what goes into it, and how all the indie publishing stuff works for me, as well as sending short fiction and poems and articles out to magazines and anthologies in the hopes of publication, sometimes getting it, sometimes getting rejected. I want to talk about all of that. So I guess you could say this is the writing life with a little bit of faith vlog for Tyreen Martinson. And again, talking about books and readership and all of what that means to me. So it's the writing, life, faith, books vlog with some indie authorship, hopefully some indie authorship tips, or at least to let you know, hey, this is what I've been doing. This is what I've discovered. Here's all these things I'm still learning. Because even though I purposely, on purpose, published my first book by myself in 2013 and is now 2023, I still have so much to learn. I have so much to learn, and I think that learning is lifelong, so I'm not completely sad about that. But on the other hand, sometimes I'm like, I wish I'd known all this stuff before. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that's felt like that. But I hope that if you come here and you listen to this wild ramble about writing and reading and life and a little bit of faith, you won't be too, I don't know, too expecting of like all the answers or all the wisdom, because I don't have that. I just have what I know and have what I believe and have what I've tried and what's worked and what hasn't for me. And so I'll be sharing those types of things on this vlog. And this is definitely rambling. I know that. Again, as I said at the beginning of this video, sometimes after thinking things through and planning things, but then holding off from fear for, I get 4 years about since I first started doing this, I just have to say, let's just go for it. Pull out the phone, make the video, upload it, just do it. Because if I don't, I won't ever do it. Like that's that's kind of where I'm at. Like if I don't actually start, I won't start. So this is a rough start. It's a bad start probably, but it's a start. And it's what I hope will turn into a good vlog that is helpful to other people, that serves the indie author community, that hopefully is, I don't know if I want to say inspiration, but at least, hey, I've been here. It's possible to trudge through this stuff and to learn, and it's possible to go through life and be a writer and dream big dreams and then put a foundation under them and start to build it up in actual writing life. And on the little bit of faith side, I will say that some of my experiences, uh, while I don't know if I could call them inspiring, are really, I have walked through some hard things, and I still love God, and I believe that God loves me. So that's my little bit of faith thing for this first video. I'm not going to shy away from being a believer in God, and I would hope that no one would ask me to. I believe that each of us has the right, the freedom, and the ability to have a world belief system of some kind. And while, yes, as a Christian, in parts of the Bible, it does say go and make disciples, that's not the purpose of this vlog. I'm here to talk about writing. I'm here to talk about books. Again, I'm probably going to talk a little bit about faith, but it's not the main focus. If that bothers you, you certainly do not have to subscribe, right? You don't have to listen to my little bits about faith. It's okay. I will not be offended. I'm not offended when someone else expresses their faith. And it's different than mine. It's okay. Like, I think that we are all, again, there's a little bit of faith, just warning you right ahead of time here. We are all created to be loved by God. That's my belief. And I think that each and every person is made in the image of God. So what purpose would there be in my being disrespectful of someone else? That doesn't make any sense to me. If I disrespect someone else, that means I'm disrespecting someone who is equally made in the image of God, and that's not good. So I don't want to be disrespectful on this vlog to anyone, anywhere. At the same time, I am going to be honest about who I am and authentic about my faith, while I'm also talking mainly about writing, reading books, and what it means to live a life of a writer or someone who's attempting to make a full-time living as a writer. I'm at the point where I'm making part-time wages as a writer. And so I feel like maybe with where I've gotten to, maybe I have a little bit of foundation to speak from. Maybe, I don't know. I still feel, again, like I have a lot to learn. I'm just starting out. And again, this video obviously is one of these rough start, it's just all out here kind of start videos. So if you're interested in any of these things I just mentioned, please come on back. I will be creating another video for next week. Hopefully it'll be slightly less rough around the edges. I'm planning to kind of, again, I'm starting from ground zero, not really knowing what I'm doing even after researching it, kind of first vlog. I'm hoping again in 52 weeks that there will be some kind of trajectory of learning for vlogging on here. So hopefully you'll come back and maybe just, I don't know, watch my trajectory or see if you could find some joy in it. And if you have any helpful comments about what I could or should do, well, actually, we'll just say what I could do in the next 52 weeks of vlogging, please drop a note in the comments. If you want to drop disrespectful hater comments, that is entirely up to you, but I would prefer you didn't. I would like this vlog and the vlogging community that I hope to create here to be a positive, encouraging place where we lift each other up as writers, as creators, as fellow human beings who have the ability to choose and what we do with our lives and what we do with our words. So thank you for joining me. And I don't know what I'm calling this vlog yet. I've thought about calling it The Truth About Storytelling or The Truth About Writing or The Power of Words, but I don't even know if those titles are taken or not. I have to do the research. Again, I've done the research, but I got to go back and do more research. And but I can't get bogged down in that. So someday I might have a fancy title for my blog. Right now, it is Tyrone Martins' vlog. That's it. That's all I've got. And I hope you'll come back and join me and watch this journey of attempting to vlog. And hopefully it'll get better. Thank you.